Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Clapping again as we do. Again, don't have the clap, very good. So this morning, smashed out a workout, got up super late, so that's not the ideal start to the day, but it's fine, going with it. Went to the gym, did some upper body, did a savage cardio circuit at the end, and it was like thoroughly disgusting because the weather's been so humid as well, and even though it's raining, it's not going away. Like, it is horrific. Had a netball match last night actually, saying that, and smashed it, as we do. Shout out to Hunters. I'm just gonna, and we remain undefeated, as you do. So that was really nice. And then this morning, like I said about 5 seconds ago, went to the gym, slicked my hair back into my trunchbull bun, which, I mean, it is controversial, but I love it, so I don't mind looking like an egg / trunchbull vibe. So I'm just doing my meal prep for the week again, even though it's Friday. Like, I want to be on it and just on top of things, having my protein shake as I do, and just set myself up to the day. And then if I've got time before work, I'm gonna head to Costa and do a little bit of research on the topic of this week. And this topic is this week's topic. This topic is to do with electrolytes and the issues that come with that in regards to all the warning signs or things to look out for. I guess it's the same as warning signs, obviously. But the issues with electrolyte imbalances in people with eating disorders. And we're just going to dive into that a little bit as we do, as you know. And really, I know I said I thought, oh well, I don't know if I said it, but I sort of thought I was going to have some sort of order to these videos. But to be honest, I think I'm just going by what I get sort of inspired by in the week, because I come across some articles, I have them linked to my emails. There's probably a better way of saying that. And I just sort of delve into it in that way. And as much as I'm saying I do want this to be obviously scientific research and research based, I can't cover everything that's been put out into the universe. So if my sort of conclusive answer says one thing, the literature may have something different that I haven't yet seen, or something like that. But we'll learn as we go, as I said. And it's just more to like I said, it's not really a bias. It's well, okay, not like a bias, but I mean, I'm gonna have my own opinion on things, but I like to argue both sides, because, you know, in science nothing can be necessarily 100% proven. So just because it's out there doesn't mean that that's the be all end all. There's very supported research, but there's always room for other things, so, and other variables that people don't consider, and things like that. So when you delve into an article a bit more, that's when you can sort of pinpoint stuff. And such a minor thing, well, if you think something's like a little minor thing, it could actually be greatly significant. So, you know, we gotta take that at face value too. So waffling on again. Yes, so we're gonna go do that, because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot concentrate at home. There's just too many distractions, and it's actually kind of nice, it's actual bliss to be able to go out of the house somewhere else ever since the pandemic, and just kind of focus my brain, because let me tell you, I've been slacking, but it's okay. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself, and you shouldn't be either. It's been a absolutely ridiculous time, and during this time as well, I'm trying to get into my kind of chosen career path. I mean, overall, generally, and like I've said before, I do want my career to be based around what I'm doing on here, and that area of work with eating disorders, specifically anorexia, and treatment, recovery and things like that. But I have to sort of be also realistic in other avenues and sort of what I was working towards too, just to sort of solidify and kind of back myself up a little bit. But also it sort of all interlinks, and it's just being in that environment where you've got like-minded people and you can learn so much more being in it and practically applying it. And that's just something that I really do miss, and I'm just such a learner and a worker. I really want to get back into the swing of things. So I mean, yeah, trying to get a job is very difficult at the moment. So if that's something that's getting you down and you're feeling a little bit poop about it, please, like, you're in the same boat that I'm in, come on in, feel free, because although it's like really unfortunate, it's also quite comforting in a way to know that you're not alone in that sense, and that you are really trying, you're trying, and anyone who says otherwise can go themselves. Just keep going, it's going to happen, and if it doesn't happen in what you want it to happen, it's going to happen in something that's even better for you, and you're going to feel so happy. And I think if anything, this has taught you to actually go for exactly what you want, and even if the thing that you thought that you wanted isn't actually what you wanted, that is totally fine. If you're, as long as you're more happy in your job than you are miserable, that is all that matters. My battery's going to die, so that's really devastating, because I had like a full-on motivational speech. I'm going to meal prep. I'm not going to actually dwindle a little bit anymore because I do it all the time. I'm going to meal prep, and then I'll let you know if I go to Costa. I might do a little shot that people do, pouring their milk in their coffees or something for entertainment purposes, because that's how far mine goes. But I will see you in a bit, because this is melting too, and just an absolute disaster. And we are back, but we're not in the lovely kitchen. We are in the boudoir. Is that right? Bedroom? Boudoir? Bougie? So we managed a solid 20 minutes at the coffee shop. You know, 20 minutes. It's like an hour and a bit. I don't know why I said that. But we did a short duration there today, and bought a nice coffee that cost me £3.15, so really expensive, and I will probably continue to do that. Just got an email through an application. Oh good, yeah, another rejections, that's always good. So back to what I was saying in the kitchen, I've received many rejections from jobs, and that in itself can be really demotivating and make you feel really shit about yourself, and it's not an ideal feeling, but do not give up with it. Keep persisting. I've had many, and you've got to think about it, even though I don't at the time, and I do not practice what I preach, as I've said previously. As much as like it sucks, you've got to think about how many people are competing for the same position, and it's just difficult. So like, don't beat yourself up about like if you don't get it, because as shit as it may feel, like there is something out there that is better waiting for you, and that you will get, and you'll seek opportunity. And what I've been trying to do, have I though? I haven't. I've been really down about it. It's actually been a pretty terrible time, so that's really good. But just keep persisting and create your own future, to be honest. And you'll probably find that you smash it more than you ever would before. And I guess this is sort of why I enjoy doing this side of things, just because even though I ramble and talk absolute shite bags, like, I'm investing in myself, and it's given me something to focus on that has importance to me and has value to me, and hopefully is influential, or positively influential in this industry, or to specific people. And that's sort of what I want my life to be about. And just, you got to just do, at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do at the time. So it's like, I used to get so, well, I still get like embarrassed is like the wrong word. Well, I think I have such an expectation of myself that like things definitely have not gone to plan, because I remember when I tell my, I don't know, 12-year-old self maybe, or, you know, whatever you're in school, whatever you're doing, and you picture what your life would be at like 24, 25, because that's apparently really, really old, and basically in the grave. But like, basically, I think a lot of people used to be like, yeah, I'm gonna have kids by this time, I'm gonna be in a decent career, doing this, that and the other. And whilst that may come to fruition to everyone, that is absolutely not my reality. And that changes over time anyway. Not necessarily for everyone, but obviously life happens and then like other things come up and your goals and your achievements change, and what you thought you wanted at one point isn't necessarily what you're always going to want. And so it's like crazy how you can formulate your direction and your goals to like things that your career, like, what am I saying? So like as much as like you can like sort of divert or direct your path into like a specific career and stuff, you may get there and be like, oh, actually this is kind of not what I love and not what I want to do. And it's like when I've got like a hair that I can just see out the corner of my eye, and now all I can see looking is my nose. Do you ever get that, like where you can see your nose on your face? That's really annoying. Yeah, it wasn't until like my 3rd year of uni where like I really enjoyed doing research and kind of looking into the whys of things, as opposed to just doing, because my course was fitness and personal training, but more like sports science, I guess, for my undergrad. And I just wasn't really about like necessarily like just training. I don't want to say like normal, that's a bit of a, I don't know what normal is, but just, I guess, just well unfit, or just like, I don't know, like, oh, it's not asymptomatic. Okay, well, just like people who don't have like health conditions or something, I don't know. Nothing, it didn't really excite me. I was just sort of like, oh, I just didn't have the passion for it. But then going into like the scientific side of it and like finding out those things and like answering those questions, that's what I really enjoyed, and seeing the effects of things as opposed to just doing the training side of things. And so yeah, I didn't really find my kind of, that I never really considered it that much, but and it's also like who you're around and like who inspires you, and that makes such a difference. And my tutor was like super, and still is like super like inspiring to me, and always sort of motivates me in that sense and makes me feel like I can do better and that I am good at what I do, and just very supportive. But yeah, like it changes. And why I've gone off on a tangent, it doesn't matter if you don't know, because I don't know either. Look where I am. But no, that's not, no. I definitely undermine what I've done a lot, and I will forever do that. I am the worst for just like self-deprecation, and if things don't go to plan, like I can just freak out sort of thing. As much as I try and like loosen up about that situation, that's just not who I am. I'm gonna freak out forever. But it's just sort of accepting that. But yeah, so yeah, another rejection, but it's totally fine. We can flip this around and we can carry on, and that's what we're gonna do. And that's why I sort of wanna project out these videos and put it out into the universe. And like I said, I'm still learning along the way. And yeah, I've totally gone off tangent again. But yeah, just don't give up, be persistent. Persistence and discipline. Discipline is key. I've actually ordered a diary planner, which should be coming tomorrow, so I can write down. I need to like get my shit together, give myself some times. I just need to like get it together. But that's something that can be super, super useful, and just sort of set you up and give you your to-do list, so when you wake up in the morning you're on it and you're focusing on yourself and you're getting things done. And I feel like that's something that I've struggled with over the past, probably during the pandemic, having like that structure taken away is not beneficial to me. And although it's good to take like the gas off the pedal sometimes, because sometimes you can just burn yourself out and just, it's not actually very helpful. I like to be busy and I like to be learning, and my brain's just sort of been shut off for a few months, probably longer to be honest, and just feeling a little bit stuck and a bit worried about future. And I don't think that's a silly thing, but also it can hinder you in the sense of like, I worry about the future constantly and I don't live in the present, and that's an issue because I miss out on things that I really should be enjoying. And also, like, I feel like I don't want to be around people because I feel like I give off that I don't want to give off like a bad vibe, and I don't want to ruin anybody else's time, and that can be really hard. Yeah, don't know what I'm going on about that, but that's the thing apparently. But yeah, so I'm just trying to like get back into the swing of things again, because I've said that every bloody video. Probably gonna just be my catchphrase, which is fine. Happy about that, kind of. Gonna get ready for work. Yeah, no rejection, totally fine. Don't worry about it. And on to the next. Why did I wink?